everyone, I am Tacet, and today I will be going over the Taste Like Chicken event in which the Dragon Crusher and the Mad Prophet are added to the game. So let's get into it. First off, we have the Dragon Crusher. Dragon Crusher, of course, as his name would kind of give away, he is a strong dragon counter. He's like many of the other giants that counter a specific troop. It does damage to an enemy, then double to another different enemy. It's elemental for this one, and then it gains a static 5 life, and then there's a 40% chance to devour dragons. So really good against dragons, and somewhat good against elementals. You probably won't really need him against elementals though, because there's plenty of troops that naturally counter them, since most of them are only one color, a lot of the better elementals. But definitely good for a dragon counter. And if we go over to his traits here, he already has 2x skull damage to dragons as well as impervious, so he's not going to be able to get entangled or anything like that, so he'll still be able to keep attacking them. Plus, a lot of dragons have status effects like poison, freeze, and things like that that he'll be impervious to when facing other dragon teams. And on to the other troop that was added today, or during this event, is the Mad Prophet. The Mad Prophet is an interesting troop. Unfortunately, the stat on it that scales is its amount of mana that it gives. So it gives all other allies a bunch of mana and then 5 magic. This 5 magic is static, and the amount of mana it gives is based on its magic. It gives 3 plus its magic divided by 2. So if you have 10 magic like here, you divide by that by 2, and that goes to 5, and then it's just 3 plus 5, which is 8. For the most part, Mad Prophet is really good early on, but you won't need him much later. He does cost an extremely high amount of mana and can only be used once, just like that other common that's in the Drifting Sands Kingdom. And while it is a really high cost, that 5 magic to all allies is particularly good early game, because 5 magic in early game is basically double the amount of magic you have. So there's a lot of purposes you can do with that, like pairing it with Valkyrie or something else for farming, and there's just many uses that you can put that to if you want to build teams around it. So let's get into showing some teams. First off, let's do the Mad Prophet. This one would be pretty much for anyone if you have both these legends. Gorgotha up front, just tanking. Of course, it covers all mana. Mad Prophet would be there for the buff to everyone, and since it gives mana to all allies, between that and Gorgotha, you'll pretty much always have mana. Also, you'll notice around this level, he gets some more magic once you get him to higher rarity. You don't need too many of him though, but once you get them to higher rarity, he'll be gaining a few more magic too. So at 8, he has enough to completely top off Scale Guard as well, and since Scale Guard starts the ability, it'll be able to cast quite a bit, and since it does double damage when they are poisoned, Scale Guard is going to be doing a lot of damage. Plus, we have Web Spinner here, who's going to be doing Poison All, and will be doing quite a bit of damage too, because Mad Prophet's going to be raising that magic by 5. So mine, for instance, will be doing 15 damage. Even if you're a low level and you have a Web Spinner, you might want to get a Mad Prophet with it, because Web Spinner does a lot of extra damage with more magic, because he already has a pretty low magic to begin with. 5 is going to be giving him so much more damage potential, and since he creates his own mana, 9 greens, he's going to be able to loop quite a bit, just like how Rockworm and stuff does. Mad Prophet would also be pretty good with Rockworm, but I think it's better with Web Spinner overall. And next up, we have all human teams. Humans are actually fairly weak in this game, mostly because there's not a single kingdom that has 4 or more humans, and they're kind of just spread out everywhere. But I figured I'd try making one. We have Mad Prophet up front. For the most part, you do want Mad Prophet in your lead position, because you want him to die after he casts a spell. He's no use to you after that. And the main thing we have this team built around is Guillory. She'll be able to she steals stats from whoever she targets, and that's based on her magic, so she'll be able to steal a lot more stats as you get her up. She is an epic, and she is not a kingdom epic though, so you will have to get her from the drop pool. She's not from the Donna questline. And anyways, we just have Alchemist and Finley here. Alchemist, of course, to feed yellow to both Guillory and Finley just to convert the skulls that we don't really need too much, and to make sure we can fill up either Alchemist or Guillory back up. And for the last Mad Prophet team we have here, I have one that actually worked pretty good early game. Spirit Fox is from the event week that we just had recently, and if you can get that all the way traded, that'd be really good for it. and of course it does a mana drain some. It drains 5 mana, and the main thing it does is deal all that true damage at a 2-to-1 ratio based on the yellows removed. And that yellows removed also makes it good against teams like Mercy and things like that. We have Wolf Knight up here in our second position because our Spirit Fox is going to be taking away our Wolf Knight's mana. So we want to have him more up front, so if our Wolf Knight happens to die, we won't be blocking our own mana. Because right here we'll be covering 5 colors with our last two troops instead of just 4. And also, we have White here who's creating purples, which will help with Mad Prophet get his mana up, as well as Spirit Fox once your Mad Prophet casts or dies. And all of these are very low mana costing troops too. So Mad Prophet's mana that it gives to all allies is going to help them too. Wolf Knight's only 8, White is 10, and Spirit Fox is only 9 as well. So that'll help them quite a bit. And now onto the Dragon Cruncher teams. For the most part, you're only going to be using Dragon Cruncher to counter anybody who's using a 4 Dragon team. The first one we have here is a full Impervious team. Every single troop on this team is using the Impervious trait. And with this, we just have Golem up front, who's going to be tanking with the Stone Skin for skulls. It'll also be able to reduce our armor, so we can get easier kills. And then we just have double Dragon Crusher, who's going to be filled up by the Dryad, who's just going to be healing and creating green gems. And then, of course, the Dragon Crushers, which are going to be Crunchers, which are going to be devouring all the dragons. And if our Golem happens to die, we'll be doing 2 times damage to them as well. And they both have Big as well. So every single time Dryad casts and gets an extra turn and does all the matches, we'll be able to get a bunch of extra HP on top of her HP that she already gives. And they'll basically never die between the HP, the heal, and the barrier. Next up we have here is one of basically the Queen map team, just with a Dragon Cruncher up front. Pretty standard team. Soothsayer, Valkyrie, Queen map combo is really popular in this game right now, and we just put a Dragon Cruncher up front in case it's a all dragon team, just to have as an alternative. And lastly, one of my more favorite ones, because it has the Giant Spider Green Seer loop, which you find quite a bit, especially early on if anyone gets the Green Seer. With Giant Spider, of course, converting all of a color to purple, and then Green Seer doing the same thing back for green. So you just keep looping between those two. And all the excess of the Giant Spider will go to Bone Dragon, and all the excess of Green Seer will go to Dragon Cruncher. Dragon Cruncher, of course, will just be devouring any of the dragons. And Bone Dragon will be able to target someone who has high armor, create a bunch of skulls, and then if the enemy team is dragons, he's going to be doing a lot of damage, because right now, ours would be doing 52 damage to a dragon just for a basic skull match. So that's quite a bit of damage there. And if your Dragon Cruncher happens to die somehow, Giant Spider creates a little Spider Swarm, and that Spider Swarm is red mana, so you'll still be covering all the mana after that dies. So that does it for the teams. Let's give out a redeem code, as we do every Wednesday for the event week. Go to shop, redeem code, and type in I. That is an I. I know some people were typing as a 1 earlier. That is an I, not a 1. An I. IEPNFPCRS5, and that's a 5, not an S, obviously, since it's next to an S, but yeah. And it gives the normal ones, just the 2 maps, the 1 gem key, the 200 souls, and the 2,500 gold. And also, the devs ended up increasing all redeem codes from 150 uses to 200, so more of you are going to be able to get that now. So leave a like, show some support for the devs, and let's see. Let's get into those teams now. Let's get into those teams. I think I'm going to do the Mad Prophet one first, since we're already in order. Oh, and they have a Mad Prophet as well, so that'll work really well. We'll do a Mad Prophet mirror. I don't advise putting your Mad Prophet into your team like that, because this team is basically just a Crimson Bat. If you happen to somehow lose Gorgotha and then Crimson Bat, you have no one in your team. Mad Prophet's not going to be doing anything, and nor is Soothsayer. So let's get into our Mad Prophet team, like I said. I'm going to be using the beginner deck here. I like to try using the beginner one because I know a lot of you are a lot lower level than me. So this will be somewhat more representative. Like this, although my stats are a little bit higher, so are the enemies. But like this guy's still at common 15. Our Spirit Fox is actually still at 17. So we're a little bit lower than the people that we're facing, like 20, 20, 17, 20. So yeah, let's get into this. As soon as it loads. Come on, there we go. thought I might have lost connection for a second. So let's see what we can do on this board. I'll probably take those reds. Seems like the move to do here. I could remove the yellows too. That actually almost seems like a good move as well. But actually I am, because he has his ability up. Let's take that out. It's meant for countering and powered, so we might as well use it for that purpose.
Surge.
Okay, what can we do now? I do kind of want to get that profit up, but to do that, I'm going to leave the purples on this board. I'm going to go for either red or blue, probably blue here. And then I'm going to cast white and hope that we get an extra turn off the purples, which doesn't seem likely now that he just took a bunch of purples. But that's not too big a deal. Let's just start hitting down their Gorgolfa, because he's way too tanky with that 75% skull damage, so we're going to want to kill him out first, just so he doesn't tank. Actually, I lied. I might go for the Crimson Bat first. I don't know. It's a hard choice. Actually, I'll go for Gorgolfa just to make sure it doesn't get an explosion off later. It looks like he is going to be getting his ability up soon, so we do want to start taking purples, make sure he doesn't start getting that up.
Mana surge.
Because Crimson Bat can start doing a lot once it has that kind of magic boost on it. And it does look like their Gorgolfa is going to get a his mana all the way up. So there's not much we can really do to stop that at this point. He will take those purples. I'll leave those skulls, so it wastes a turn. It'll give us a little bit more time. Let's take these browns, get double mana. He'll take those skulls. And we're 1 mana short to be able to do anything on that. And we are going to take a little bit of damage next turn, but hopefully we can get one of our abilities up. We can hope for a surge on white, or we can just take it there and we don't even need to hope for the surge. And then he'll actually take the skulls next turn. Or actually, never mind. I think they might align. Never mind, they will. So that's good. He'll take those skulls.
Mana surge.
And he'll take skulls again, which is really good. Unfortunately, we are going to lose our Mad Prophet, mostly because we put a common up front against Mythics, which isn't a good idea to a point, but that's unfortunate. So we won't be able to cast him off, but we will be able to poke at the Gorgolfa. So he'll take skulls. That will take that out, unfortunately. But we will be able to get our ability up right there.
Surge.
2 abilities, actually.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
He's going to be getting all their abilities up with that, pretty much. Yeah, all of them. So let's start working on this then. He did just raise that magic, so that is 22 damage, true damage now. So that is a lot of damage. Luckily, it shouldn't be too big a deal. We're going to go for the... actually, let's counter it first with the mana drain, because we don't want to actually take that much damage. I'll do that.
Mana surge.
And then I'll kill the Gorgolfa. As long as it doesn't fill that mana up, I know it's going to. So maybe we should rethink that again. Let's see. He's going to take the skulls. So let's just take these yellows out of the way. Take these purples out of the way. And we'll let him take the skulls. We don't mind that too much. And at that, actually take that too. Didn't see that. And actually, that works really good. And we'll just be able to use this on the bat. He'll take those skulls next turn. Or never mind, there won't be a next turn. We just got another extra turn. And we'll probably use that on bat to make sure it can't do anything, since bat's basically the entire team. So now he can do literally nothing, because all he does is explode. He just gives them more magic and stuff, and he already cast. So this team's pretty much already done because we took out the bat. So now we just keep true damaging them down, keep chipping at them. Another really good thing about white, if we could have gotten off that magic buff, is white boosts his lifesteal based on his magic. I believe he's still the only troop left in the game that does that. And actually, yeah, he is. And so if we got like another 5 magic from our Mad Prophet, our white right now would be doing 21 true damage, but he'd also be gaining 21 HP, which is even more than that of Crimson Bat. So you can already see he has a pretty high HP right now, and he's going to go even higher. So white can get quite a bit of HP with this combination. So let's use this on Gorgolfa, make sure it can't do anything. We'll also make sure that our skulls can now start doing damage. We also have our Wolf Knight up front, who has a 50% chance to do true damage with his last trait. So if we can find a skull pair, we'll be able to do that with it.
Mana surge.
And I'll probably use this on its only troop that actually has mana, since it can't cast anymore. And he will get that and some skulls, but we'll just get another skull pair depending on which one he takes. And we'll just go from there. I'll take it from... Let's see. I'll take that one. We got the armor piercing 2, so you just saw there, we just did 19 true damage to him. And let's see what else we can do. I might actually let him take skulls. Or I'll hope for a searcher, and we got it. And we'll use this probably to kill that. Yep, because we can do 20 damage now. And the next true shot damage will be able to kill their last strip. So let's see, let's take it from there for purple or brown. Got neither. But we'll be able to skull. 50% chance we'll kill it. And we did not get it, but another skull or any kind of damage will. And there it is. Okay. So let's go into the next match with the anti-dragon team. And I'm going to try and keep repicking until we can find a dragon team. Just to show how well it actually does against one. Okay, so that's not a dragon team. That's not a dragon team. Well, it has a dragon in it. Actually, I might just go for that one then, since it's a level 1000. Let's just check our casuals. No. No. Well, it did have Shugro again. No. Okay, so let's just go for that one on ranked here, this guy. He does have a dragon. He's running a Broken Spire team, which I haven't seen for a while. It gives quite a bit of boost because of the life and the attack, the amount you can get between the giants and the kingdom itself. So let's go with the third Dragon Crusher team, the one with Bone Dragon and the other looping one. We have our banners set to blue, yellow, mostly just to make sure those two can keep getting their mana since they're both half blocked. Okay, so right off the bat, we'll be able to get some greens on both sides. And where you can see we're getting 2 troops that have big as well, which is helping quite a bit to make sure we get tanky. We'll take that, so we get that. And let's test our luck. There's a dragon on the enemy team, and never mind, there's skulls right here. Yeah, take that.
Mana surge.
Okay, and now we'll try on the dragon. And he's using one of the other Devour troops too. Like you can see, they're kind of in the same exact format. It's just that does bonus double damage to monsters instead of elementals, and 40% on marauders instead of dragons. So let's try devouring the dragon. If we can get that, that would be a lot of extra attack and everything for us. Unfortunately, we do miss. It is only 40% chance, so we'll just have to go and kill them all with the Bone Dragon cast. Let's see, do I take this? There's no brown to purple that I can take, so I'm going to take that and take the browns next turn. Or we'll get it right there. That works too. He doesn't seem to have that much armor, so we are going to have to use it on his highest armor, which is the Stone Giant. There's also some skulls right there. I'm just going to ignore them, so we have a higher chance of getting an extra turn. And we did not get an extra turn, actually, but that's not too big a deal. He does have a stone skin right there, so we're only going to be doing 50% damage to him. Since he isn't a dragon, we won't be able to do much more than that. We could take that, get the greens, take that, get the reds. I think I'm going to go for the reds, because we're also going to be able to get the... Oh, never mind, we're not going to get the brown off it. My bad. Oh, well, let's try devouring the dragon again. Let's see, any other mana? No, I don't see any. Okay, let's get it. Did we get it? Nope. We failed it twice, and now since we only have 21 damage, it's going to devour the last time, probably, because it's already going to be dead. So let's go for these greens. See if we can get the last devour.
Mana surge.
That, or actually, let's see. Can I get yellow anywhere? No, I cannot. Yellow or blue? So I'll just go for purple.
Surge. Mana surge.
Okay, now I can get the yellow. So let's see if we can start getting this green and see if we can get the last devour off on the Shugra.
Mana surge.
And we're going to be able to use it on brown for a lot of mana. Be able to fill both of them up.
Mana surge. Mana
And like I was mentioning with the loop thing earlier, let's see, can I do it anywheres? Oh wait, wow, I actually can't do it right now. I was gonna, you could use it on green, but I kind of don't want to use it on green since that would kind of be defeating the purpose. So let's use that on there, or let's take those, I mean. So we have all of our casts up. From here, I'm gonna try eating the Shugra. He's gonna be taking out his own reds for some reason. I don't know why he'd put that on the team, but I guess for the giant bonus. Because that's a really bad combination to have. Let's see if we can get Devour. And we didn't get the Devour 3 times, and we on a 40% chance, and we did not get the Devour. That's unfortunate. But let's see. We could get more greens, but I think I'm just gonna use Bone Dragon. Get a lot more attack round. Got our extra turn there. He's really high attack, even if he's not doing 2 times damage. And that's pretty much the match. Let's just get our purple up, I guess, and then we'll be able to skull it down.
Mana surge.
And any skull match will kill it. And there we go. And you can see with the bigs, we've been getting a lot of HP on both of them as well. So yeah, that's both the teams for this new event. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.